They said this would be one of the most beautiful hikes in the world. They also forgot to mention the freezing winds, river crossings, and the constant smell of sulfur. I'm about to spend 6 days hiking solo across Iceland's Highlands. 75 kilometers through volcanic deserts, glacier rivers, and weather that can change in the minutes. This is day 1 of my solo trek on Iceland's Laugavegur trail. 6 days, 2 trails, 0 guarantees. I have no idea what's waiting out there, but there's only one way to find out. The main trail, Laugavegur Trail, is 4 days, 55 kilometers, crossing some of the most surreal landscapes on Earth. From steaming geothermal valleys to black volcanic deserts and glacier-fed rivers. Which sounds amazing, right? Until you realize beautiful also comes with freezing winds, river crossings up to your thighs, and the occasional "is this an active volcano" moment. And just when you think it's done, I'm adding the Fimmvörðuháls trail. Another 25 kilometers over volcanoes and waterfalls, ending at the famous Laugavegur. This is where it all begins, Landmannalaugar. I spent a day here exploring hot springs, lava fields and rainbow mountains. There's a whole video on what you can see here, but today the real journey starts. Day 1 is a 12-kilometer hike from Landmannalaugar to Hrafntinnusker Hut, climbing steadily into the Highlands. The weather forecast promised wind and rain later, so I'm starting early. While the skies are still blue, my socks are still dry and my optimism hasn't frozen solid. Alright, this is the start of the Laugavegur Trail. Day 1 of 4 of the section, and then there will be another 2 days afterwards. Last night was pretty good. Slept in nice hut. Even played some board games with some people that I met on a group, so quite fun. This morning is blue skies, beautiful weather. Couldn't ask for anything better, so yeah, looking forward to see what the day has to offer. So yeah, let's do this. It's just after 7 AM and I'm finally on the trail. The sun's out, the skies are clear, and for now, Iceland is pretending to be friendly. The first few kilometers are pure magic. Volcanic sand crunches under your boots, rainbow-colored mountains rise around you, steam drifts lazily in the distance. It's calm, quiet, and almost peaceful. And then there's the smell. Let's just say if you ever wondered what 1,000 boiled eggs smell like, this is your chance. It's all coming from geothermal vents scattered across the valley, and while it's not exactly pleasant, it somehow makes this place feel even more otherworldly. Like you've landed on a living, breathing planet. I had to keep stopping, not because the trail was hard yet, but because every turn revealed just another insane view. Mountains painted in reds, yellows and greens. Patches of snow clinging stubbornly to black volcanic slopes. Everywhere you look, the landscape feels like it was designed to mess with your sense of scale. This is what I came for, and we're only just getting started. So day 1 should be sort of one of the biggest climbs, 600 meters or so. The rest of the trail is mostly downhill, flat. The difficulty of this trail is always about the weather. So today's very nice, great day for a hike. Just can't believe I'm back here again. Always wanted to do this Pacific trail, and very happy to at least have one day of good weather. So yeah, thanks to the weather gods for that. See what the rest of the trail has in store, but I'm a very, very happy man right now. So yeah, I'll hike about 10 kilometers today, about 650 meters of gain, and see that the next out of Hrafntinnusker. I'll put the name here, I can't remember the name. But yeah, it's going to be a bit windy up there, I think. But look at these views. After the first few kilometers of relatively easy walking, the trail starts to climb, and this is where the things get interesting. The path snakes up towards the Caldera ridge, cutting across loose volcanic sand that seems to have a personal vendetta against hikers. Every 2 steps forward comes one graceful slide back, just like Iceland's way of asking, "Are you sure you want to be here?" The higher I climbed, the more the wind picked up. That calm sunny morning, gone. Now it's icy gusts straight to the face and temperatures dropping fast. Gloves on, jacket zipped, hood up, welcome to the Highlands. But honestly, every time I thought about complaining, I'd look up and the views would just wreck me. We've got steaming vents below, rainbow mountains stretching into the distance, and patches of snow hanging on like they were clinging to life itself. It feels otherworldly, like hiking on a planet that hasn't quite finished forming yet. By now the wind was howling, my fingers were numb, and honestly I needed a win. So I stopped, sat on a rock and reached for my secret weapon, crisp balls. I bought them back home at an action store in the Netherlands and never tried them before, and oh my gosh, game changer. Salty, crunchy, life-saving morale boost. Honestly, I wish I packed an entire bag of just these. The wind had picked up even more, cutting straight through every layer I had on. I could feel the temperature dropping fast. This wasn't the place to linger. And then, finally, I saw it, the hut. A tiny speck of wood and metal in the middle of endless volcanic plateau, looking like I had no business of being here at all. Honestly, I kept wondering how they even built this thing. The weather up here is no joke. Inside, I met the warden, hands down one of the nicest people I ever spoke to. He gave us a quick weather update and a bit of a local geology wisdom about the surrounding Caldera and some solid advice about the river crossings coming in the next stages. If you're hiking the trail, always check in with the warden. They're basically your lifeline out here. I got lucky and arrived early, around 12 PM, which meant I could pick the furthest single bed in the back corner. By evening the hut was full, buzzing with groups swapping stories and battling over kitchen space. And wow, the kitchen actually surprised me. Pots, pans, coffee grinders, French presses. It was like Iceland secretly running a hipster cafe on top of a volcano. If I'd known, I would have brought actual coffee instead of sad instant sachets. Outside though, the weather turned. By late afternoon, rain hammered the hut and the wind screamed across the plateau, shaking the walls. I couldn't help but pity the campers. The tents were taking a beating out there. I was very grateful for my solid roof and 4 walls tonight. I think my body has been nice and tired. I think mentally and physically I'm a bit tired from the last while of traveling and being busy at home. So I actually took a nap now, so it doesn't really happen often. But it's miserable outside, very windy, very cold. Feel sorry for those people in the tents outside. Not the best place to tent up here. It's typically always windy here apparently, so tough one. As the storm rolled in, I settled into the warm kitchen, made some lunch, chatted with a few fellow hikers and spent the rest of the afternoon reading while the wind howled outside. By dinner, everyone had crowded in. The warden returned with the next day's forecast, and let's just say day 2 isn't looking very friendly. But that's a problem for tomorrow. Day 1 is done. 12 kilometers from Landmannalaugar to the hut, through volcanic deserts, rainbow mountains, steam vents, and winds that made me question all my life choices. Honestly, I didn't know what to expect coming out here, but today delivered everything I hoped for, and a few things I wasn't quite ready for. It's beautiful, it's brutal, it's Iceland. Now, as I sit in the hut with the wind howling outside, I can't help but wonder what tomorrow is going to bring. The warden says heavy rain, low visibility and cold temperatures. Oh, and multiple glacier river crossings. Perfect. This is just the beginning. Tomorrow I'll make my way to Hrafntinnusker, one of the most stunning spots on the entire Laugavegur trail. If the weather lets me get there. So if you want to see what happens next, subscribe, like the video, and make sure you don't miss day 2. It's going to get wild. Until next time, keep exploring.